Hey everybody, this is Joe's Premium Firewood. Today's video, I'm going to talk about my profit that I made on a half cord of winter firewood that my brother and I delivered last Thursday. Today's the 29th, so that would have been July 21st. And I actually live streamed it on uh, Facebook, so I'm going to transfer that video here to YouTube, and so you can watch us do the delivery and the stacking. But it was a half cord of ash, oak, cherry, elm, perfectly nice 16-inch pieces, and she paid me $360 for it. Now I'm going to go through everything that we had to do to get it up there. My expenses were, it's not just 100% profit, because people think, oh, you sell it for this much and all the money's yours and there's no expenses. There are expenses. So I'm going to go over the expenses, what I had to do, and what was left in my pocket after we were done with it. Now I wanted to shoot this video up there today because she ordered a second half cord. She wanted at least one full cord. She said she might go through 2 a year, but she's trying to get a jump on it, which is real good. But for the second time this week, I was going to have Mike help me on Monday, and he canceled because of problems with his truck. I guess it was leaking transmission fluid. And then he was supposed to help me today. I go, are you sure? Yep. Well, last night he texts me and says, oh, the truck's not working, transmission, because I guess he did have to put a new transmission in, and he did it himself. So he's having issues with that. And so thankfully it's not to it was to a customer that needs it right away, like a restaurant like that I'm going to deliver to next Thursday. But anyway, that's why I'm shooting it here. Instead, we should be up there right now stacking it. But here's what we had to do. This is what I did with it last week with my brother. I had to pay him $125 to load. We loaded the wood into his truck. Then we had to drive 37 miles one way. Took us 1 hour to get there. Then when we got there, we took a couple wheelbarrows with us just in case, because it was my first time there and I didn't know what had to be done. But her fence was not wide enough, the door wasn't wide enough for us to back the truck in right next to her pallets. So then we had to wheelbarrow it, 2 guys, wheelbarrow it, and then stack it. And between both of us, that took a half an hour. And 2 guys. Then we had to drive another hour back home. So I paid my brother just $125 just to do the delivery, the wheelbarrowing, and the stacking. So take that off of the 360. I would estimate that if I don't do the splitting, my cost for a half cord of processed firewood is $125. So there's $250 into it right there. So I guess, if you're good at math, you probably can figure out what my profit was. $110. So now out of that 110, I had, 3 hours of my time into it. Now granted, 2 hours was the round trip riding in the truck. So I only had like an hour of actual work, but still, if you figure that out, 3 hours for $110, that's $30 an hour. And that's my profit that I made off of this job. So I'm not getting rich. And like I say, the main thing is the customer was very happy with the wood. I don't know where she'd been getting it before, but she basically told me that she's not worried about the price. She just wants high quality. And I took the wood right out of bay number 1. If you followed my videos before, you'll know that. All dry wood. I would say probably 50% of it was ash. The second load that we were going to deliver today, or whenever I take it to her, I'm going to go down into my driveway where I've got some oak rounds from the Gull Lake honey hole that's been sitting here for over 2 years, and I'm going to give her about half a load, half of the half cord in oak, and we're going to put it on the back of the truck however I get it up there. And then that's what we're going to give it to her. I guess she's got a wood stove and a fireplace, but she likes oak, so she's going to get extra oak. And then speaking of the truck, after these 2 cancellations by Mike, Nate helped me do the Monday delivery in the evening, so I did get that knocked out because that was for a customer that wanted summer camp firewood, and he was real close by. So I called my mechanic last night. I said, look, I'm tired of depending on other people to help me out on their schedule. If their vehicles are running, you know, because my brother's truck broke down when we came back from that delivery last Thursday, and it blew, I guess, a hose for the radiator. So he had to have that towed in and get fixed. So now his truck's out of commission. But I talked to my mechanic. I said I need it by Tuesday. He said he's had it in his shop for about 4 days, but he had to, he's having trouble with the front wheel bearing. I guess he had to put the old one on to get it out there to get a different vehicle in. But he said, he assures me that it will be ready by Tuesday, which would be August 2nd. So I'm not holding my breath. I just got a customer, this restaurant ordered from me. I got Jeff up in St. John's. You know, he's like an hour and a half away. I got him on standby just in case the truck doesn't come through. I am a little bit concerned about driving with the temporary plate on it because I'm still waiting for the regular plate. But, you know, because I don't want outside of Michigan Dean or Brad at Firewood at the Furnace to pull me over because of the temporary plate. But, I mean, it should be legal, you know, just like a regular plate. So Tuesday is the day we're going to have it, and Bill has already worked up some, he's going to wrap it with the JPF logo and information on how to do orders. And then he also is having, he's making me 3 magnets where I can get one to Darren and one to Nate, and then keep one here for whether if my brother helps me or if Mike helps me. We'll just figure that out. So thanks everybody who made it to the end. I just want to wish everybody a great weekend, and I will be posting that other video probably tomorrow morning on YouTube, so check it out, and we'll catch you guys at the next one. Check out some of these videos here on YouTube.